Hey folks, welcome back to Harris Family Homestead again. Day 3 of being off. We'll see how today progresses. Jackson was asking yesterday if we'd go fishing, so I told him, I was like, well, we'll see. We got some little stuff that we need to do, or little, big. It kind of depends on how you want to look at it. We're looking at this monstrosity today. It was part of the original plan of the work trailer. We was going to turn it into a house, like I said before, but this is going to be the addition. We was going to add a couple of bedrooms here, but like I said, we got so far into it, decided to go with the tiny house. So I'm tired of looking at it. I just want to get rid of it. We ain't doing nothing with it. It's just basically sitting here slowly rotting away. Watching the dollar signs just kind of go to waste. So we're going to try to tackle a little bit of that today. At least get that removed. I had talked to my sister last couple of days and doing a little bit of reminiscing. Kind of how it was when we was kids, and getting the family together just to hang out and not doing anything crazy, just hanging out, playing games, enjoying each other's company. So we're gonna try to get something like that going. We were talking and got my uncle and my aunt, and they were on board with it right quick and in a hurry. So that was pretty cool. So we're going to try to, new project in line is trying to get the property kind of set up to host a little bit. We're going to do a lot of hosting, so that's always fun and nerve-wracking all at the same time, because you always want to try to make a good impression, but hey, it's family, so they don't really care. It's just a matter of hanging out with everybody. So our plan is, since we moved the garden here, got it over there, I was thinking, okay, I could take out some of these tree limbs here. Not very many, just a couple of these low-lying ones. Like this one here, and a couple of these little ones here. Take those out, and then we're gonna disassemble this the best that we can, and try to get it cleaned up and whatnot, and talk to the wife, and the kids seemed on board about moving the picnic table over here. So first things first is just trying to get it all cleared out and moved, and then all the leaves I blew, and that got up underneath there. I get to do the opposite and try to blow all those out and try to get rid of some of that stuff that's around there. So we'll see how that goes. That's kind of the plan for today, at least this morning. Get that tackled, and then see what the day brings. Like I said, we may end up going fishing for a little bit. Pretty good day. See how they're biting. I hadn't heard any of the local fish reports, so we'll see. But we'll keep you guys tied up and tied in, I should say, and on what we're doing, and see how well it goes. We'll holler at y'all here in a little bit. Well, we got all that taken out of there. It's that was fun. That was an event. And parts of it went pretty easy. Other parts of it was kind of, they're heavier than they look. That was what I realized real quick. Yeah, currently I just kind of have it there because I don't know where else to put it. It's for the most part out of the way. I just gotta make sure that the littlest one don't start climbing around on it. He shouldn't. He's only brave inside the house. He gets a little brave out here, but it's just mainly wandering around into the woods or kind of getting into little areas. It's like, no, there's ticks in there. But yeah, currently this is what it looks like. I'm gonna start getting the leaf blower and weed eater out, and looks like I'm probably gonna have to take the rake. And there's a lot more rocks underneath there. Whenever I was walking around, didn't realize it at the time. So we'll get all that done and kind of give you guys an update on what it looks like afterwards. Like I said, I don't know if we're gonna move the picnic table or not. I think that was what we was talking about. That sucker's gonna be heavy too. So, but yeah, we'll keep you guys updated as we keep going along here. I think everybody was starting to wake up in there, so might actually get some help this time. So we'll see. But we'll tie back in with y'all here in a little bit. Hey folks, we're back again. We're down here trying to do a little bit of fishing. We're down here at a good time where you can actually see some of the fish up top, but currently not getting any bites. Bunch of little perch and minnows and stuff like that. Jackson's been chasing around this. I don't know if you could see him down there. Looks like a catfish, but I could be wrong. It looks like maybe a drum. See if you guys can kind of see him down there. Yeah, like I said, we're just down here doing a little bit of relaxing and fishing, just kind of hanging out. Like I said, there's not much biting going on so far. Found out that there were some new owners to the marina down here, so it looked like they were trying to make it look a little bit better. They started making improvements. You can kind of see back here, this little shack right there used to be the cafe. It's back in the day, it was a really good place. They've had a couple different people come in and out of there, but I don't know quite what they're doing with it. They've got it pretty much completely demolished for the most part, or deconstruction, I should say. They got about two walls that are still got metal on it. The other side don't. So not quite sure what they're doing there. But just kind of show you around our little neck of the woods where we kind of do some fishing. This is not ours. We don't own nothing down here. So you can rent out the slips though. I'm not sure what those cost. But it is pretty fun down here. When the fish are on, they're on. When they're not, they're not, typical fishing. And then we'll see real quick. Ain't nobody in here. But this is a covered portion of it. It's pretty nice whenever the weather starts getting a little not so great. And like I said, I don't know if you guys can really see in there. You can kind of see a little bit. Little fish running around. Look like a little perch. Not what we're after. Like I said, Jackson was after that. It looked like a drum now that I got a little bit closer to it. But But he thought it was a catfish. There was one down there that was a catfish, so. Then you got people putting in their boats and stuff. It's actually a pretty nice day out on the lake. It's pretty calm. You can kind of see out there. It's wind's blowing a little bit, but really water-wise, if you have a boat or anything out there today, it's not too bad back in this portion of it. So, but yeah, we're gonna see how we do fishing here for a little while. Haven't gotten any bites yet, but it's just kind of entertaining watching the fish kind of swim up and eat, and really liking seeing Jackson chase after these fish. He always thinks that he can just stick his hook right in there, but nah, it's pretty good. It's enjoyable. We're loving it. So we'll tie back in with y'all here in a little bit. Sorry for the wind. It's back again, but yeah, we'll holler at y'all here in a little bit. See some of the little perch and stuff going on down there. Let's see. We can see them. We just hadn't really had any bites just yet. But we know the fish are there. Just those are definitely not the sizes we're wanting. We want some keepers. So yeah, we're on the inside of the dock now. Yeah, just hanging out on the inside of the inside covered portion of it right now. Got Jackson keeping an eye on the poles. We're just using little crappie bites and stuff. Generally, we'll go grab some minnows or something like that. But something jumping down there. But we just didn't go and get none because we didn't know when the next time we'll be out here. So buying quite a few of them, or a pound or two at a time. Sometimes it kind of goes to waste for us, so unfortunately. But let's see, some of those guys just put in out here. They're out here fishing pretty good. Look like little bass fishermen, so see how it's looking back here on the backside. Oh, not too bad. It was a little chillier when we first got down here, so luckily I had a little long sleeve in the truck, but it's definitely starting to warm up quite a bit. You have a bite? Had one, didn't get it. It might be these little ones playing around with us. Do what?
If it is, I'm gonna be mad.
Don't be mad.
You little fish tugging that hard.
Yeah, they can. I mean, we've had it where they tug on our lines pretty hard, and then actually catch one and pull it up, and it's just like, just bigger than a minnow. But we'll tie back in with y'all here in a little bit. Hopefully, we'll start seeing some excitement. Well, we made it to the backside of the dock. So far, the trend is nothing. I ain't even really had any bites. We had a couple of bites, but they were nothing. They're just little ones nibbling on us. So we're gonna keep trying for a little bit. It just kind of sucks because it's a nice day. It's a beautiful day. Just kind of wishing that the fish would do something. Ain't really having that great of a luck there, so we're gonna kind of see what kind of happens around here for a little bit. I don't know if you can see that truck leaving over there. We just talked to those folks. Those folks seem pretty nice. So that was they were pretty nice. We were talking about new ownership and stuff down here. Looked like they, from what we could tell, is the new owners, they ran some businesses and stuff like that before, so they got a little bit of an idea how to run some stuff. So we're just talking about what would be kind of cool to see down here. Like I said, here in a little bit, we'll kind of take you on little tour of the campsite and show you what they've been working on and what we think they're doing. So, but we'll probably tie in with you guys here in a little bit. Say hi, Jackson. Come on, man. Being all shy and everything. But yeah, he can be out there doing TikTok dances with his sister. So, but we'll tie in with y'all here in a little while. Well, no sooner than I said we tie in with y'all in a little bit. Look what we got. He ain't a keeper, but finally caught something. But yeah, I literally just threw into the slip, and about 2 seconds of being in there, I was like, well, man, I already hung up on something. No, a nice little crappie. That's it. Not a keeper though. He's just a little short. He's about 7 inches, 8 inches. We measured him out over here. We're just gonna double check real quick. Nope, too little. So we will let him go. But we had one so far, so that kind of makes us stay down here just a little bit longer. We just kind of wait and see. That's entertaining to us too, you know, even if we don't get baskets full of fish, as long as it's keeping us entertained. That's the main thing. That's what we always look for, is good little entertainment. So it's always fun. But yeah, now Jackson's moving down here. He knows that there's fish down here. So all right, well, we'll talk back in with y'all in a little bit. Just thought we'd give you a little update. Hey, we caught a fish. So we'll see you in a little bit. All right, folks, we gave up on fishing. We caught the one little one, but nothing that was keeping us down there per se. But we figured we'd give y'all a little tour of the campsite. Hey, we got a swing, but it's probably been there for 30 years. So, like I said, we're hoping that the new owners might want to come in and upgrade some of it. They got a old horseshoe pit. Definitely needs some upgrading there. And we had a volleyball net, but yeah, they took it down. Looked like they've been out here clearing out stuff, and used to be all the way around, basically where the road's at, just about a couple feet from it. There was like the orange, or not orange, but yellow, like fence that went around. So they took that down. To be honest with you, it makes it look a little bit nicer without that there. But yeah, here to give you a little tour real quick. Sorry for the wind. Trying to clean that up. But it looks like they've been going through and putting in holding tanks on all the campsites. So that's nice, because before you'd really have to get like a little dolly deal and put all your water and toilet stuff and that, and have to wheel it all the way up by the bass house. We'll head up there in a minute. But yeah, they've redid some of the pads here. You can see some of the PVC sticking up on the other side. I believe that goes into their holding tanks. So that's good. That'll make when people got their campers down here and stuff like that, it makes it a little bit easier, and that way they can empty their tanks and head on out. But yeah, like I said, they're making some improvements around here. A little bit at a time. We'll see if they can get it all set up and going before the busy weekends happen. Well, we know how busy it can get down here sometimes. Man, before, whenever it was underneath other ownership, a few years back, man, you come down here and there'd be campers all over the place. Boats were out there. It was definitely packed. You definitely had a variety of people down here. But right here. I don't know if they're gonna be putting in any more pad spots right here. There's some older pad spots right there, but they never really, since we've been down, they've never really been used. These people's camp right here, my uncle and them, they used to stay down here all the time, and this was their spot. And we used to say that was the best spot in the whole place, because you could be out their front porch, and then you just had the whole field and the lake view, nothing in front of you, just some trees and stuff like that. So that was always the best spot. When we was down here, we were basically where these picnic tables are. That's where our spot was. It used to be right there. Then where that other camper is over there, we was probably where was it? Probably where that picnic table was over there, not where we was at. But here's the bathhouse. The last owner did a little bit of upgrading to it, not much. Basically, just gave it a paint job and called her good. But it's not bad. That's ours. The weather starts getting real bad, and tornadoes are coming. That's where we generally head. We got hills and stuff right behind us, so generally we're all right. It's just watching out for trees and stuff. But yeah, over here is where you have to bring all your toilet stuff. Bring it here to empty out your tank. So you either had to drag your trailer over here and empty, or I don't even remember what they call them. Like little porta-john things you hook up to your trailer, and it had 2 wheels, and it'd hold about 10 gallons or so. So that wasn't necessarily the funnest thing to do. But we'll get back over here on the other side and show you the other side of what used to be the cafe. Still not sure what they're going to do. The people that we was talking to earlier, we were saying that, they might turn it into like a little gas station or something here, but we're not sure how well that would work with all the regulations and stuff for the lake, and that'd be a ton more money for the folks. So I think if they either turn it into a cafe again, or we set a bait shop, we can get minnows right here. That'd be awesome. We don't have to drive clear into town and figure out the pricing on that stuff. It might be a little bit higher here at first, but yeah, this is the other side of the cafe. Like I said, they've been redoing a whole bunch of it. They finally started getting in here and tearing it out. I think the storms have kind of helped them out on some aspects of that. But yeah, that's kind of a little tour of the campsite and whatnot. But we're gonna head back towards the house and see what trouble we can get into there. But we'll holler at y'all after a while. All right, we made it back. Mr. Avery, say hi. Huh? Kylie decided to come outside. Old Jackson over there still finishing up some of the raking. He did about 95% of the raking, so we appreciate it, bud. We got the fire pit moved and got the picnic table moved. That was a little bit of a process there. Got the little canopy moved over, but looks like we're still gonna have to probably take out a couple of these limbs right here, but yeah, we're just enjoying our Sunday we all gotta go back to school and work, so kinda enjoying this nice day. Did a little bit of fishing, but Mama's inside. But yeah, we're gonna get some of the other stuff moved around here after a while, and move the wood and the grill over this way. But appreciate y'all watching. What are you doing? Appreciate y'all watching. If you could, just like and subscribe, share it. again, it was fun. We got 2 videos up this weekend, so that's quite a bit for us right now. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and we'll catch you guys next time.